And there we are.
Woo!
We actually did it.
Mm-hmm. Do-do-do. Lucky bat. Ooh woo. All hail Capri Sun Dragon. And
Oh,
also
it
with
really,
you.
it really is a Capri Sun dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Nate plays howdy. I only want to watch it. They're back, baby. Jason M. Hey, everyone. The stream works. Cake the Bandit, back to our regularly scheduled program. Nubbin. Hey, Nick and Jay. Candy Creations. Hi there, gents.
Yeah, that was the weirdest thing in the whole world yesterday. We it wouldn't let us save any of our stream settings on YouTube's end, and then we contacted Google support, and then they didn't know what was wrong, and then literally I took a little nappy poo today, and I woke up from my nap and I was like, you know what? I can go live from my phone. I wonder what would happen. And so I went live from my phone unlisted, and then I ended it, and then I went to my computer, and then all of the stream settings were there. And it was fine. Absolutely insane. Doesn't make any sense. Because we were like, okay, let's figure out how Twitch works. We'll probably do that. And then we didn't have to. Thank goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we only show for Google, not Amazon.
Yeah.
Jeez. Sean, y'all made it. We did.
Bad.
Oh no, I forgot my patented beverage for Friday streams. I guess I'll have to wait till tomorrow. 8 equals D. What paints are you using?
I'm using regular acrylics up until this point, but now I'm going to put a little contrast apothecary white on the plastic armor parts of his armor. Because we'll see how this looks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty much doing a classic GENESTEALER cult color scheme. I think the only thing I might do is I think I might make the pants green, because I do green pants on my regular GENESTEALERs.
Jason M., what were you going to drink? I'm drinking Canada Dry with vodka. I'd have that first part. And then I would love to add that second part, but I don't have any.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately. Eight equals D. Will you burp for the burp god? Yeah, if I had my Canada Dry.
Burp for the burp god. Skulls for the skull throne. Burps for the burp god. Skulls for the skull throne. Sean, so Jay or Nick, when they judge for Golden Demon, do they pick it up and look at it from all angles? I don't know. Probably.
I would assume so. I thought it was kind of fun. That some of the people were wearing gloves.
Yeah.
Pretty fun. I mean, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Cthulhu73 question: how do so many people use contrast paints through the airbrush as a tint? How do they differ using this method versus an ink or a thinned acrylic? I don't like the idea of doing it because it's so expensive. I mean, I put inks through the airbrush. I put thin down acrylics through the airbrush. I also have this product called Ghost Tints from Badger. And those are great too. And it was pretty cheap for like a set of 10 colors. So yeah, I definitely would go with options like that as opposed to putting like a fifth of a bottle of contrast into my airbrush.
Yeah. Cobalt Sun. So is the Burp God Corn's alcoholic cousin? Probably. Probably more related to Nurgle.
Mm-hmm. Here, Miguel, howdy doodly neighborinos. Or like neighboritos.
Ooh. I think you can get those at Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
Get to 73. That's what I was thinking, but I see Squidmore and the others saying that's really how to use contrast paints. I thought that defeated the point.
I haven't heard Squidmar say that it's the way to use contrast paint. I think he does it often, but his style of painting is like do these crazy color schemes to get amazing dramatic results crazy quickly.
Mm-hmm. Also, like the speed paints were free.
Yeah.
So you tend to not care as much, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Lurch, what's up, guys? What's the best recipe to get a nice weathered rust?
Orange.
You think you go pigments?
Yeah. Pigment orange is really good. You can definitely use just a regular bright orange. Yeah, and then like a sponging technique, little piece of foam or a really raggedy worn out brush helps.
Sean, if my mini judge cracks up laughing, I'm convinced I might at least get a pin. There were a couple that were jokes.
Yeah.
And maybe one or two of those got a pin. The one where it said like it was Space Marines painted in black and white, but perfectly, perfectly rendered in black and white. Then it had text saying like it wasn't following the 3-color rule or whatever. I think that one got a pin. I think that was in the open category where you could do whatever you want. Thought that was pretty funny.
Which I feel like it's hard to have something in the open category that can't fit into any of the other ones.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's if you just want to enter another thing.
Yeah.
You might as well do the open.
Games Workshop employees have to enter the open.
Yep. They're cheating. Angus, g'day from Australia. Nick and Jay, love the recent Battlefield video. My favorite of everything you've produced. Building some Black Templars with you right now.
Nice! Love a good Black Temp.
Love a good Battlefield.
Yeah, I use orange contrast paint for rust. How? Like, wouldn't it look dark because it's transparent? R.Y. Clegg, I've been listening to the Cyphus Kane and the GENESTEALER cult infected in the Tau. Do you think that there should be an upgrade sprue, different vehicle choices for GENESTEALER cult to be mixed with other factions? I think that'd be cool. I don't know if it's going to happen. I'd guess not. I think that's one of those things that's kind of, it's up to us gamers to figure out. Like, get a box of Fire Warriors and get a box of GENESTEALER cult and kit bash them together.
Sounds lame. Sounds super duper lame.
Anybody see that squats? The squat video today?
Mm-hmm.
Love the reactions to it in my Facebook groups where people are like, this is in really bad taste. This just mean people love squats. Who loves squats? Squats have been gone for like 30 years. Who out there is that wound just too close to the surface?
Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, I don't know.
I also bet they're not coming back. That's gonna be my guess because it's April Fools. I bet maybe they get some more models for Necromunda. Maybe they get an entire team for Necromunda. Maybe we found out that they're living out there in the Ash Wastes. I definitely don't think we're gonna see a whole faction. And I know people are gonna say, but the rumors that are always true said that they're coming out next month. But the rumors are never true.
I can't wait till tomorrow and they just drop them.
I know.
And then we'll cut to this moment of this live stream.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone will yell at you, and Jay is also wrong.
Yeah. Good.
The take that I a little bit agree with is that why would they make a whole animatic? But it's also not like the most insane one.
Yeah.
They've ever made. So, yeah, it's very, very interesting. I mean, it's no orange juice dragon, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Basement Goblin. I like squats. Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody who's a gamer from 1998 gets to complain.
Well, I was 1 year old, so I'll complain too.
Good.
You were 2 years old, so you get to complain. You get to complain as well.
Yeah.
Whoa, Sonu Seven, the good guy gamer. I mean, Jay being wrong is why we watch this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we definitely don't watch to be right.
You know what, though? They came out with that Primaris Lieutenants video, and there were more Primaris Lieutenants.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
B Surge 93. What's up, lads? Here from Canada. Also, Jay, haven't you painted one of those? No. This is I've got the KELLERMORPH and the Sanctus. And really, I need a Locust, too. The Locust is super good in close combat.
Too bad you get shot off the board before you even make it there.
Mm-hmm. Now I'll just take a conceal order.
Too bad
And
you
yeah, by the way, we're not
shot
playing with vantage points anymore.
Ah. Well, you got me there then. No more vantage points. Although we've been playing without walls on vantage points, really. Like we'll turn the walls the other direction, and that's a lot better.
Yeah, vantage with cover is pretty obnoxious.
Yeah, it's a little much. And that seems to work out a lot better for everyone, really. Because I do feel like, you take a shot at my sniper, I should be able to, get a little shot back. Exactly.
Cobalt Sun, Nick and Jay, what is your opinion on proxy models? I'm planning to have a small White Scars force where most of the troops are 3D print proxies. Yeah, I think that's great. I think though you gotta find like good options, like if all of your bikes are just the same guy, I feel like you gotta maybe mix it up, find a couple of different files, sprinkle them in, maybe find some bits.
Yeah, and I know like Puppets War sells bikes and other fun stuff. Maybe you gotta look in that direction.
Yeah, Puppets War's great.
If you go that direction, tell them you sent us. Wait, the opposite. We sent you there. But you probably have to pay for STLs because a lot of the free stuff is not great. I feel like.
Strangerlinks playing Kill Team with the boys. Yeah! The boys. I assume that means that you're playing orcs. Robert S. Downs Jr., that's a very impressive April Fool's live video because I know y'all already filmed this before in a live studio audience. Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Yep, everyone here is fake.
Jason M. Nobody loves squats. Guarantee if they get released, they will sell quick at first and then never again. Can only be a limited run. Yeah. I would love to know the stats. What? I would love to know the stats of like Harlequins and Genestealer cults. Like how popular are they compared to your real armies like Eldar and Tau and Orcs and Space Marines?
Yeah.
Dab, evening boys. Basement Goblin. I love squats. Sean, I despise April Fools. They lie to me all year long. Then I get one day to really go hog wild. Batman's Tabletop squats just don't feel like they fit into the 40k world to me. Yeah, I don't know how you make squat super interesting and unique. I mean, that's the reason they got squatted is because they wanted to use Norse mythology for the space wolves, and they were like, what makes them not fantasy dwarves? Bikes. Is that enough? Because we also want to give bikes to orcs.
And everything else.
And everything else. Yeah, have them eat and bite the Tyranids.
Rodas Downs Jr., I'm still waiting for my Primaris Grots. Miniature stash tips. Games Workshop better not skip leg day. Squats every day. You're going to lose this fight. Everybody likes squats. You're the only person that doesn't. You and Battle Brothers Tabletop.
Squat, 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 squat.
It's a pretty cute animatic.
It is. Jason M. To be honest, I started around 98 and I didn't even know about the squats. How come nobody's ever like, you know what I miss? Slan. How come they dropped those from the range? There were 16 lead models that made up that army.
It's BS. You know what? There's probably someone out there.
Brian Rodsog, I've got some novitiates ordered with my local game store, and I want to print some anime heads that I've seen in the Discord and paint them up for something new. Neat! It'll be hard to get them on because the Sisters Novitiates have sculpted on heads so they can have the nuns' shawls. So it's going to be a little bit of clipping and grinding, but it can definitely happen.
It'd be hilarious if somebody just had faces.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody designed the faces that just go on.
Clue 73. Squat and Exo armor was the best in epic scale. There's grains of rice walking around. Spicy ramen. What do I equip my Space Shark kill team with? It depends on what they are. Are they reavers, infiltrators, incursors, intercessors, regular tactical squad, Death Watch? They can all take slightly different stuff. Tanner D, what's your general opinion with 3D printed proxies? Like, do you care if the entire army is printed, or half and half, or none at all? I like 3D printed proxies. I think, though, if it's the entire army, which is very rare, I mean, if it's cool, I don't care. Yeah, if it's cool. If it's like not, if it's just you printed everything. Like, cause like I feel like the 3D printer definitely lends itself to the person who wants like the latest and greatest thing and to spam it. So like if everything's just, you know, if it's lame, if everything is just, oh, you 3D printed 4 Doomstalkers and you sprayed them all blue, it's not that cool. But if you're using 3D printer to make your army even awesomer, I think that's great. But I think the people who 3D print a lot of Warhammer are usually the people who also buy a lot of Warhammer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, guaranteed.
Sean, reminds me too much of leg exercises. I think that's why I failed as a thing. Games Workshop creators were once into exercise and grew out of it and took it out on the squats. What?
Because you gotta do squats.
Ah.
Internet man, but Jay, 3D printing is supposed to kill Games Workshop.
Oh, for sure, because everybody has a 3D printer. They don't.
I do though, and I'm different than you.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Brothers Tabletop. Jay, I've missed quite a few live streams. Have you crushed Sean yet?
No. I did, though. We played some games of Kill Team at Adepticon, and I won one, and I tied one.
Nope. You lost 2. You won 1. I wasn't there for that, so I technically I don't even know if that's true.
You can't verify.
I cannot verify because I wasn't there. And then I won 2 games, but they were very, 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 very close.
Yeah, like really, it was 1 win and 1 tie.
No, it was definitely not a tie. Goobertown Hobbies. Dislike. You've been disliked.
Oh no! I don't know. I don't know why, but I've always wanted to know, like like what's that? What's like the little backpack that you wear like as a belt? Like it kind of like it hangs on like your hip.
Huh.
Is that
I don't know
called
what
like
that's called.
like a little pack?
I think it's like a little pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how many Space Marines could fit in there.
Yeah. Never known. I've always wondered. I would bet. I don't know. I'm just gonna make something up. Like I don't know, 73. Or so
Yeah,
would probably
something like
fit there.
that. In a little waist pouch.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. Really a missed opportunity to maybe like test it out at Adepticon. I think that would have been the place, really.
Goobertown Hobbies, BRB, gonna go check. B Surge 93. Oh, easy. 50. Amazing.
Spicy Ramen. They are 1 Tactical Marine, 2 Reavers, and 1 Tactical Marine. Oh, okay, well, if this is for Kill Team 2018, just give them whatever's best. Plasma. Don't take any normals. Plasma's good. Heavy Bolter's good. Missile Launcher's good. You probably want to turn some of those Tactical Marines into like Stern Guard veterans and Vanguard veterans so that you can spam extra sergeants so that all of your guys can have the extra toughness and morale. Belmer, what's up? I love how diverse the novitiate heads are, and also how difficult they are to change, like a fun little joke from Games Workshop. Yeah, they are what they are. I think, though, you could really easily get away with just using regular Battle Sister bodies and calling them novitiates. Maybe just figure out a clever way to leave off the power plants.
Well, I would tell Games Workshop on you for doing that.
Mm-hmm. Sean, if Games Workshop re-release squats, would Jay cosplay one like Major Kill as a custody? I would be a squat. I would love to do a squat cosplay. I love like quilted like quilted jackets and stuff. I could do a great squat cosplay.
Well, there you have it, folks.
If I could ever get my sewing machine, my sister borrowed it like 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. Haven't gotten it back yet. Roshlam. Games Workshop could 100% sell official STL files and capitalize on the 3D printer market. People without printers would still buy their models. They wouldn't make any money. Like, I don't think there's anyone out there selling STLs who's really making bank. Like, people are making money, but for sure there's no money in it. Also, nobody would ever, even for a second, feel bad about sharing Games Workshop STL files. So the first person who buys a pack of Intercessor STLs, it's out there, and no one will ever buy it ever again.
Yeah,
also, what would people be willing to pay STL-wise for a Games Workshop file? Because it's like, okay, well, we want $60 for a pack of 10 Space Marines, but I don't know, what are people willing to pay for just the file? $4? $5?
Yeah, it's difficult.
Rushlam Fanny Pack, aka the Eons of Battle Bag. Introducing the new product, the Eons of Battle Bag. I think if we ever see anything 3D print-wise from Games Workshop, I think it'll be a couple of bits that for free. That'd be the only thing I would ever imagine ever happening.
Hell, I can't even imagine that.
Mm-hmm. She'd be like, oh, here's a barrel.
That seems a little generous.
And then somebody paints it up for Golden Demon. It's an official Games Workshop model.
I mean, if it's a perfect barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, people don't even feel bad for little guys that make STLs, and they'll put those up online.
They'll rip them off every day of the week.
So it's a little hard for me to believe that people will be, willing to keep it to themselves for official G-Dub STLs. And I'm sure they're well aware.
Mm-hmm.
Goober Down Hobbies. Oh crap, Jay could do a squat.
Yeah! Could squat it up.
Squat it up. Battle Brothers Tabletop, I'd be willing to pay $1 for a Games Workshop STL.
Exactly. And is that even worth it for them to host at that point?
Basement Goblin, can Nick dress up as a Tyranid as well? I like it. I'll do it. Yeah. I'm a little tall to be a goblin, I would say. Maybe I'm a really tall goblin.
Matthew Meyer, hey Jay, has there ever been an army or playstyle you thought you wouldn't like, but you found out you did like? When I was getting into Black Templar, I went really close combat heavy, but then I didn't because it was 6th edition and Black Templar Space Marine close combat was awful. And so I ended up kind of changing my Black Templar into a shooty Templar, and that's how I ran them for years. Although today I'd probably run them as close combat Templar because there's just a lot more better options. Like, oh my goodness, the classic Black Templar Crusader squad was like one of the worst units in the game.
Sean, Nick would make a good Necron. You know what? That's about right. Paint me up silver.
Brian Rotzog, what if Games Workshop came out with a proprietary resin printer and file type that can't be cracked? If Games Workshop came out with a file type that can't be cracked, I think they would just license that out and make more money than they have with Games Workshop.
Yeah.
Just license that out to companies worldwide.
Because the problem is, the people that play Games Workshop game, every single one of them does cybersecurity, so they would be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
I bet like day one, somebody could figure it out.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, here's all the files for free.
But what, why should we wait for Games Workshop's permission for anything? Let's just have our STLs and enjoy it and not be like, well, maybe I'll start 3D printing Space Marines when Games Workshop makes some.
Right, there's plenty of awesome stuff out there.
Yeah.
Although, you got to pay for it usually.
Yeah. Which you should. Support local little artists.
Yes, I think that should be normalized a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And where has a place that has a lot of STLs available? Our Patreon.
Yeah!
A ton of terrain STLs available.
So much.
So much. You can see all of them in our one of our latest videos, building a whole battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph Patton, I airbrushed for the first time tonight, and I think I'm already better than Jay at airbrush cleaning.
Yeah,
JK,
probably.
So far. Now that is awesome.
Battle Bros Tabletop. Squat goals.
Wow. TJ, that new Games Workshop model, the goat thing, something of Gur, even the endless fire spell thing has more charm.
Yeah, it's Games Workshop hasn't made a stinker in a long time, but I just think that model is poopy. I've kept looking at it, and it's just kept being bad.
Yep. Why are you such a hater now?
Hey Miguel, should I try and make some ice effects for my Carnifex base? Absolutely, and we have a video called Spooky Scary Glacier Base.
Something like that.
Something like that.
If you search up glacier base, you'll be able to find it.
But it's how to make like slightly transparent ice with hot glue and super glue. It's one of my favorite of our basing videos.
Yeah, it's really good. Hashtag basing playlist.
Mr. Highwayman Canada, if you want to practice freehanding, I would recommend trying to do Necron or Orc glyphs. What's really funny, in the Necron 3rd edition codex, there's a whole page about how to do decals, and all of their examples are free-handed details.
Yep, and I don't know if it was that book or maybe it was a later edition where they have they have a photo of like the monolith. And you can see the crispy, horrible edges of the details. Like they didn't fully crush them on correctly.
I think that was 7th edition. I think they took an old monolith and added decals, and the person did not know how to put on decals.
Yep, Aiden.
Yeah, Aiden. Ugh. No, Aiden's nice, I guess. It's weird we met these people.
Yeah, it is weird that we've met. Nick from Warhammer Plus. The battle reports.
Yep. We have made fun of relentlessly. He said he really liked my model.
I know. Well, we only said that he has really big, broad shoulders, and that's true. He does. You're just pointing out facts.
Battle Bros Tabletop. Necromunda. Internet Man, is Eon's Battle going to make miniature peep STLs? Like the marshmallows?
Like the candy? I don't know if we can get the license to Peeps, but if we could, then we will. But maybe we'll make other kinds of STLs. Maybe other things are coming. You never know.
Whoa, 77, the good guy gamer. What is Jay's least favorite basing video he's made? There's a couple. There's 3 different dirt videos that are all very bad and the same exact thing. And there's, I think, like acid lake video that uses styrofoam. That video is also atrocious.
Yep. The OG graveyard base is a little rough. They just put flocking on.
Yeah.
The new one is sick.
Oh, the new one's awesome. Everybody should be using the new one. That's Tom information. That's how Tom taught us to do wood.
Yep.
Or to do stone.
Yep. Good old Tom. He's drinking a mimosa and
Yeah,
the Bahamas right now, I'm sure.
I don't think he's left the beach since he's retired.
No, probably not.
Yeah, he probably quarantined on the beach.
Yeah. Mr. Hobby Canada, have you bought any of the WizKids Transformers minis?
No, I don't really like Transformers. I had 2 growing up, and they're kind of fun. Never really got into them. Never saw the cartoon.
I had a couple of Transformers. There was this one that I really liked. It was kind of I don't know what it was or the name of it, but it was a really cool car. And then one day I wanted it to be the robot version, and so I undid the car, and then I was really upset because I could not possibly figure out how to get it back to the car form. And so my dad and I had to look at it for hours trying to figure it out because he couldn't do it either. Some of those are really intricate. How you have to fold them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there was instructions or something crazy. There was a lot going on.
I had a tank that turned into a robot, and I didn't learn until years and years and years of owning this thing that if you pulled on the body would split in 2, and then there was a head, and then you rolled the head up, and then you had a head. So I just thought he was a robot without a head.
That's pretty fun.
I remember I had Alien and Predator action figures. I don't know how. Those must have been purchased for me when I was a tiny little bean, but they were cool. I remember I saw Alien when I was really little, and then one of the most horrifying horror movies of all time. And then my mom found out, and so she made my dad throw away the tape. But obviously, I turned out fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Bad Brothers Tabletop. All right, fellas, calling it a night. Gonna go watch a movie with my wife. Ha! Wife flex. Got him.
Nice.
KELLERMORPH looks.
Can we come?
Okay. Nice. Yeah. Can we come and join you guys?
I have popcorn.
Ooh. That could be fun. You know what, though? I don't think we can, because you know what today is? It's Friday. And that means that we have our Patreon-only stream after our normal stream.
Yeah, we do. Rashlaman. The 3D printing market to increase profits. They already have the models made, so there would be no extra cost. They would definitely be extra cost, because they'd have to completely change the models to be printable, because you wouldn't want to print a sprue, and they'd have to host and then download. I don't think they'll do it.
And again, then they have to, then you also have to worry about the piracy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's the big deterrent, I feel like.
Yep, you're all welcome to hang.
Ooh. Sean, Chibi J. Yeah, you were a chibi.
Mm-hmm. Thomas Stasic. What type of Rust-Oleum spray primer do you use? Thanks in advance. I like Rust-Oleum Black Primer. It's a little bit harder to find their plain primers because Paint and Primer Plus is so popular. And there's nothing wrong with Paint and Primer Plus. It's just ever so slightly a thicker layer of paint. But my favorite is Rust-Oleum Black Primer.
And
but I usually just use Paint and Primer Plus because that's what's around. Oh, Furious, I think my son is about to be born.
Woo! I'm gonna say Sphinx. What is better for resin printing? Water wash resin or regular resin for printing Space Marines? I don't know if it really matters. I feel like the debate is more like what is better for the environments. I've seen a lot of people talk about all that kind of stuff. I feel like it's probably better to just get the regular stuff and then don't pour it down the drain.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the water washable one kind of makes you feel like you could put it down the drain. And you'll be fine.
Spoof Gary, you have us teased, but when can we expect the female Space Marine video? I don't know. I've done a lot of writing on female Space Marines, but never been brave enough to like publish it or really make it a video. I mean, I don't know. I don't necessarily think they should make female Space Marines. I don't really think it would help or hurt anything. A very vocal minority Arch Warhammer would, whip a bunch of people up into a frenzy because it ruins the lore, even though it barely changes anything. I think what I would want is female Space Marines to come to chaos. I think it'd be super cool if Fabulous Bill figured out how to crack the code. And then it would kind of be the opposite of the Primaris reinforcement to the Imperium. The Chaos Space Marine Legions could double by allowing women to join the ranks. I think that would be a really, really cool way of doing it.
So women are evil. That's what you're saying.
But also, like, I don't get the anger and vitriol and gatekeeping and bullying that goes along with female Space Marines. Like, I see in Facebook groups all the time people being like, "These are my Buzz Lightyear Marines," and everyone's like, "Dope." And then someone's like, "Here's my female Space Marine," and people are like, Don't you mean Sister of Battle? That's not real. That's not the lore. That's not Warhammer." They just get really defensive really fast, and I don't get it.
So the video's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, it's coming out tomorrow.
That's what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. TJ, female Space Marines. Imagine female Star Wars clone troopers. I mean, there's one. There's Omega. Oh, little Omega.
Better Brothers Tabletop. Also love the idea that other folks have a special song they want their kids to hear when they're born, but Alferis is playing reruns of Eon's Battle streams to usher in the birth of his son.
Nice!
I can't think of a better way. I'm going to be honest with you.
Kick the Bandit. The water washable resin is a lie. It does not actually break down in water. It just contaminates. That stuff is horrible. I could believe it.
Yeah. Right. And then, again, people tend to pour that down the drain. They're like, well, it's water washable. It makes it fine. Completely neutralizes it. Mm-hmm. No, not really. It's not good.
Toby Jones! It's just sexism from the community. My fiance gets treated badly if she goes into stores too. Yeah, I've definitely heard those stories.
Yeah.
Tanner Ballalong. I agree, Jay. It should be the fabulous Billy who cracked the code and makes female Space Marines. Aaron Ferguson. Keep it on the hush, but technically 2 of the 6 intercessors in my intercessor team are technically female. Ooh.
Hot damn.
You know what? All of my Space Marines with their helmets on are women.
Ooh. Flip that dude at 88. How about a female Imperial Knight?
Ooh. Well, night pilots are often women.
Yeah, but what about the knight itself?
I think it's a robot.
Yeah, but what about the knight itself?
I get it. I getcha. Joseph Patton, what about male Space Marines getting Miracle Dice? Space Marines probably won't get Miracle Dice because they don't believe the Emperor is a god. Maybe Black Templar because they're the only ones who do. But yeah, that's the thing about the Space Marines is that they consider themselves a brotherhood. Whereas the rest of the Imperium is like, the Emperor is all-powerful. All hail the Emperor.
Sean, I cannot go into Games Workshop stores. I grew up as a jock. I just want to punch nerds. Yeah. Yep. You know, I grew up as a dweeb, and I want to punch nerds when I go to Games Workshop stores. You know, it just makes sense.
ML, hey guys, I'm at work and I want to ask a quick question. I have a Redemptor Dreadnought that I need to strip. What should I use to do it? I mean, I would definitely say first ask yourself if you need to strip the paint. Because, you know, maybe you can just lay more paint on top of everything. Because I don't like stripping paint. But if you have to strip paint, I've heard simple green is not the go-to anymore. I think it's LA's Totally Awesome is what people like.
Yeah. Better with what's up? Dweebs greater than nerds. Aren't you supposed to be watching a movie? Flipping a dude at 88. LA's Totally Awesome is totally awesome.
Yeah, it's totally.
Better with what's up? Shh! Don't tell my wife. I like to think you're one head phoning it.
Mm-hmm.
Just nodding along. Joseph Patton. Hey, what's your airbrush cleaning routine when you are switching colors?
I have a bucket of water next to me, and I dunk it in water, and then spray all the paint out of the cup, and then I scoop up more water, and then I backflow to get the paint out of the action of the airbrush, and then I spray out the cup again, and then it's clean enough for another color.
Boom.
George Jardo, I walk into a store, and part of me wonders if those guys are nerds, or if I look like that too. I look like that too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I felt going to Adepticon.
Mm-hmm.
Perfectly comfortable. Take my shoes off. Stay a while. B-Surge93. I grew up as a dweeb jock, basically a Tyranid hybrid.
Yeah. Whoa, 77. It's The Notebook, isn't it? the movie that Battle Brothers is watching.
You know, I could imagine it being a cool movie.
Yeah.
With Battle Brothers table.
I bet it's Deadpool too. You don't have to confirm. I know I'm right. PJ McMurray. Hey, the one headphone is a totally legit spouse management technique.
Spoof Gary, do you have a Vortex paint mixer? If you don't, then I definitely don't need one.
I don't. I think they're dumb. I think buy yourself some nice models and just shake your paint.
There you go. PG95, the party's about to begin. That is true. We're going to be switching over to our Patreon-only stream soon.
Oh, and we get wild over there.
Oh, yeah.
We talk about how we really feel about Games Workshop's Orange Juice Dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely wouldn't do that in a normal video.
Battlebros Tabletop, Deadpool 2 is her favorite film. Oh, I know.
I love it.
Flipping a Doodad 88. I love mine. Yeah, but every time you buy something for $70, you're going to be like, it was a good decision. This was fine.
You got to try one at Adepticon for a second.
It was kind of lame. I thought it would really rumble, but it was just kind of
just tumbled.
It just vibrates a little.
Yeah,
didn't seem like anything
and
special.
You have plenty of other things that can do that for you.
Oh yeah.
And on that note, it is 10 o'clock. Well, it's always fun. We're going to be switching over to our Patreon-only stream. We also have our exclusive Patreon episode coming out tomorrow. We're going to be going through some more Warhammer Plus stuff.
Yeah.
So you gotta join the Patreon for that. And yep. So we'll see some of you soon. But oh yeah, also something I completely forgot about. We have tomorrow is the first Saturday of the month. We have our call-in stream. So you can call in to us, being a normie.
Yeah,
you don't have
anyone can call in, whether you have a very successful YouTube channel, in Maine, or you're just, regular viewer.
Yeah, anyone can join.
Can call in.
So, anyways, and that starts at 9 p.m. tomorrow. So join us for that.
Alrighty, everybody, except for the patrons, who we'll see in just a couple minutes. Good night.
Good night.